A beautiful sunny day here in the desert. Clear skies, a beautiful 78 degrees. Perfect weather for some basketball. Welcome inside the Pavilion. Wyatt, Touchet, and Marsalis Davis here on the call, presenting you DePaul Blue Demons versus the UNLV Lady Rebels. Both teams come into this game 1-0 on the season, and as a matter of fact, both of those being a home open win. But this time for the DePaul Blue Demons, they're going on the road for the first time this season. As we take a look at the Scarlet and Gray for their top performers of their first game at home against Washington State on Wednesday. Three names come to mind: Jasmine Lott, Meadow Rowland, and of course Aaliyah Alexander. All three of them in double-digit scoring for the Scarlet and Gray. What do you like to see from them here tonight?
Again, we want to see more from them what we saw in the last game. We need to see them score offensively. If they can score offensively like they did against Washington State, they might be able to win this game.
And let's go to the other side for the Blue Demons. DePaul had a great win, an impressive win, 92-54, and head coaches Jill Pizzotti's first win as a permanent head coach. The last few seasons, 14 seasons with the program, served 11 of those as the associate head coach for the program. Last season was the interim, and finally it's her shot to be the person at the helm, and they get the first win. Two of the players that had a phenomenal game. Allie Tim, the redshirt freshman, was out last season with a season-ending injury. She put up a career-high 28 points. What can you expect from her, and how she's going to try to attack this UNLV defense here today?
I expect the same energy she gave the last game when she scored 28 points. She's going to try to get on offensively, but it's on UNLV to try to limit her shots and to try to limit the shots she tries to make.
When we take a look at the Wisconsin native, she saw 10 of 17 from the field. 8 of 3 of those were from deep. That's an impressive display shooting-wise from Tim.
Yeah, so, we got to try to run her off the three-point line. We don't want her to get off, get hot trying to shoot those threes. We got to try to limit her touches on the ball and make sure we can win this game.
Another second-year player who played 26 games as a freshman last season, Natia Nelson, the sophomore from Perrysburg, Ohio. She had her first career double-double, 13 points and 15 rebounds. She's going to be all over on the glass as well.
Yeah, on that, we're going to have to try to box her out, try not to allow her to get the scores off the offensive rebound as well. Try to put a body on her. Just try to put a body on her and try to limit, what she can do on the impact on the game.
All right, so now right before tip-off, let's take a look at the starting lineups for tonight, for today's game against DePaul and UNLV. For the Blue Demons, Elena West, Natia Nelson, Allie Tim, Kate Novick, and Michelle Ojo. And then for the Scarlet and Gray, the Lady Rebels, Tegan Colvin, Jasmine Lott, Aaliyah Alexander, Shelby Brown, and Meadow Rowland. 40 minutes of action coming your way here on Rebel Sports Net. And here is the tip-off between DePaul and UNLV. Someone zero has to go, and the Lady Rebels win the tip-off here.
Let's try to get a good shot, first play of the game.
Colvin on the right side looking for Rowland. Tip pass, diving effort from Rowland, and she goes out of bounds, and that's the turnover of the game, tipped out of bounds by West.
We see DePaul trying to get energy early. Let's try to slow down, take our time, and try to get a good shot with the offense.
Elena West, the redshirt freshman, missed the entire freshman season in the preseason due to a lower leg injury, and she's making an early impact here in Game 2. Stolen there by Brown, going the other way. Turnover for each side so far with one possession each. Brown picks up her dribble, hands it off to Colvin. 20 on the shot clock here on the right wing. Colvin now to Brown at the UNLV logo. Looking for the dribble handoff to Alexander. She cuts. Now rolling above the arc with 10 seconds on the shot clock. Alexander in the corner. No good, just short. Rebound there by Novick. Novick in transition, kicks it out to West on the left wing. She dribbles it back out. Swings it over to Novick. Driving, guarded by Colvin. Spinning right side, off the glass and in for the first points of the day.
That was a great move. We got to try better to shut that down, not allow her to get downhill and spin and get the layup.
Colvin dribbling the ball up the court for the Lady Rebels, a sophomore. Passes it to Brown, but intercepted going the other way. And it's Ojo in transition, guarded by Rowland. Loses the ball, almost a double dribble. Finds Nelson, and she makes the bucket. DePaul leads 4-0.
Again, we got to take care of the basketball offensively because it looks like they're trying to score off our turnovers. We got to take care of the ball offensively and make sure they can't capitalize.
Great defensive pressure here from the Blue Demons. They forced 35 turnovers in their home opener earlier this week on Tuesday, and they got 2 here already. Missed layup by Brown and rebounded by Ojo. Now West driving coast to coast, kicks it out. Tim for 3, no good. And a foul on the ground by Shelby Brown. That's going to be her first personal.
Again, defensively, we got to make sure we're on the right woman. We're getting shaken up. There's a lot of open opportunities for the Blue Devils. We got to make sure we can find the man and stay secure.
We didn't see this kind of pressure against Washington State in their home opener. They're seeing a lot of pressure in front of them. Do you think this is one of those games where they can use a pump fake and try to use their aggression against them on the offensive end?
I believe so. I think they're overly confident. I think the energy is high for the Blue Devils right now. I think if they can do a little shot fake, they'll jump, and then they'll get the shot off.
Rolling in the corner, spins around inside the rim, but unable to fall. Rebound by Novick. She turns the ball over, a cross-court pass. That's rolling. She gets her get back and lays it up for 2.
We talked about it at the start of the game. We expect to see a lot from her. Starting off a little cold, but maybe she can pick it up as the game goes on.
Meadow Rowland had 1 steal in last game, and she has one here early, 2.5 minutes in to the first quarter. Score is 4-2. Blue Demons lead. 3-pointer from West. All net. Splash.
Again, like I said earlier, we got to try to limit the threes, especially if they're wide open. We got to try to get a good contest on that so it doesn't get hot. We don't want that.
The Blue Demons shot 44% from deep on Tuesday, and West hits another one. Hits the first one for the team here today. Coven, another turnover, and this time Nelson to the streaky Novick, blocked by Rowland in transition, sends that one into the baseline.
Now, the energy was low for UNLV. Good job for Rowland for getting back on defense, trying to get not allowing them to get an easy shot.
Colvin will go to the bench, and coming in for her is the graduate student Destiny Leo from Cleveland State. She is known for great three-point shooting. Did not see a lot from her in the opener, but we're hoping to see some impact here as a veteran. Bucket there by the Blue Demons. Now they lead 9-2 here early with 6:43 to go. Rowland driving right side. Ball's poked out for a double team. She kicks it out. Alexander driving by. Left-hand layup and one. Aaliyah Alexander absorbing the contact and making the finish look effortless.
Again, that's another one of those players we talked about at the start of the game that we want to see be aggressive offensively. They showed it on the Washington State game, but we want to see it now since we're down 9-4.
The foul is on Michelle Ojo, the graduate student from Delaware. She has 2 early fouls, so she's going to sit down. Coming in for her is Lee, the junior from Toronto, Ontario. Alexander converts the and one and has 3 on the day. Scores 9-5 with 6:35 remaining here. And the Lady Rebels put some full court pressure in as well. 1-2-2 action from this Lady Rebel defense. And now on to the half court preset 2-3 zone. Focused on trying to eliminate the inside ball. Deep 3 there, no good from Tim. Rebound Nelson. Kicks it back out to Lee. Finds Nelson at the nail. No good. Rebound was rolling before she was fouled. And that one's going to go against Nelson. And that's the 3rd team foul on DePaul.
I like how we finally scored on offense. It gave us the opportunity to get our defense set up, and we were able to contest those shots that we couldn't contest earlier in this game.
And the inbound to Leo, able to handle the pressure here, bringing the ball up the court, guarded by Lee. Who came in for Ojo. Lee driving left side, one-on-one, makes it look good, and it's 9-7. Quick pass up ahead to Tim, who scored 28 points last game on Tuesday. Spinning Odom, no good. Rebound Rowland.
Great defense. I like how she put her hands up, showed it to the ref so they won't call for the foul. Great defense in the paint.
Off the right side, no good, Alexander. Speaking of the fouls, here in transition, Tim, left side and good. Pushing the pace here are the Blue Demons.
We got to make sure we get back on that one. That was an easy layup. We can't give that up, especially when we're down this early.
The Cougars, when they came here for the home opener against the Lady Rebels, they only shot 6 free throws. So that goes to show how well and disciplined this Lady Rebel defense is in terms of limiting the fouls that they're giving. Lott inside. It's good. Fadeaway jumper off the right elbow.
That's a great shot. When the middle is that open, you got to take the shot. You got to give what the defense gives you.
Lott, 17 points against Washington State, 4-12 from the field, but a perfect 8 for 8 from the line. Novick driving right side, fouled, and she's going to go to the line and shoot her first 2 free throws of the game. The foul's going to go against Shelby Brown. And with that foul, we're going to step aside for a quick timeout. 11-9, 4:45 to go here in the first quarter. Welcome back here inside the Pavilion. The Lady Rebels trail the DePaul Blue Demons 11-9 here at the broadcast table. Wyatt Touchet and Marsalis Davis. Marsalis, both teams are shooting 50% of the field, a high clip at that. But one of the glaring stats that I'm looking at right now are the DePaul Blue Demons out-rebounding the UNLV Lady Rebels 7-2.
Yeah. Well, UNLV's doing great. They're doing good on the first play offensively, but they keep allowing those offensive rebounds, giving the Blue Devils a second chance. If we can limit the offensive rebounds, we can limit what they can do offensively.
Well, we're seeing a lot of great effort from the Blue Demons, and there's no surprise with that because as head coach Jill Pizzotti was one of the DePaul's lead recruiter and guard coach since her arrival here in 2011. So it goes to show when you're bringing in, you know, these high caliber athletes and bringing in ladies that can absolutely ball in the court, you're able to reach them because you're able to not necessarily just persuade in a negative connotation, but genuinely get them to join your program and buy into the culture. And we're seeing it here as her first season as the head coach.
And on the other side, she's been there for a while, so for some of the returning players, she also knows them as well and able to have a relationship with them as well as a team. 6
returners on this squad. Novick hits both free throws, so now the Blue Demons lead 13-9. Alexander spinning down low. Rebound Destiny Brown off the left side, no good. Put back, gets it to go, 13-11.
We love to see that from her. You know, she's tall, she's long. I love to see her in the paint getting those offensive rebounds and getting those second chance points for the Lady Rebels.
The Lady Rebels have made 5 of their last 6 field goals, and they're looking to maintain it here. Deep three, no good, but a foul on the floor. It's going to go against Destiny Leo. The shot attempt was by Devarija. Her first time into the game. Gina Devarija, the true freshman from Illinois. Davarija over to West. The 2-3 zone here from the Lady Rebel defense. Stolen is rolling one-on-one against West. Left side, off the glass, and in, and one.
Again, we start off a little slow, but rolling like one of the players that really played well in the Washington State game, back at it with this game. We need to see more from her during this game.
That 2-3 zone is intended to make the offense move the ball around, and a risky pass there. Rolling in the passing lanes, the reigning Mountain West freshman and 6th player of the year here early at the line, shooting 1. and converts it, and the Lady Rebels have their first lead of the game, 14-13, with 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter. West splits 2 defenders, driving, kicking out. One more pass, Novick driving left side, pump fake, step through, and good.
I can't hate on that one. That was a great step through, great move. But the defense can't allow one player to split the defense on the press. We can't allow that to happen.
With 3:40 to go, Alexander gets the ball, pokes loose, hits the deck, grabs the ball, gets it to Destiny Brown. Alexander now driving right side between 2 defenders and makes it. And another lead change here. UNLV leads 16-15, 3:25 remaining in the first.
On that, Aaliyah said it's my turn. Let me split 2 defenders.
Alexander has 5 points so far through 7 minutes of play. Now it's Nelson at the top of the key, gives it to Novick, guarded by Leo, drives right side, over Brown and in.
Again, we got to put a body. We can't just allow her to dribble in the basket like that with no contact.
3 lead changes in the last 90 seconds, and a turnover here. A foul call as Novick and Roland hit the floor. And it's going to be on Novick for pushing Roland to try to get the steal as she applied great ball pressure. You like to see the competitiveness live in front of us here.
Yeah, you know, the Washington State game, you know, the UNLV won comfortably. This game they're getting challenged, and we want to see how they overcome that challenge this game with a scrappy DePaul Blue Devils team.
Roland's already made 1 so far. She'll shoot her second and third free throws here. She makes this one. Tie ball game at 17. On the court for the Lady Rebels, Elohim, Brown, Lott, Alexander, and Roland. And for the Blue Demons, Davarija, Nelson, Novick, and Odom. And both free throws are sunk down by Roland. A 1-2-2 zone here. Full court press from the Lady Rebels. Broken pretty fast here by the Blue Demons. Kick out pass West on the right wing, guarded by Alexander. Gets it out to Novick, skips it over to Davarija from the corner. Splash!
Again, that's what we talked about earlier. You know how the Blue Devils, they love to shoot threes. We can't allow them to get hot around the 3-point because it's going to be hard to come back.
2 minutes and 30 seconds to go here in the first quarter. The Blue Demons lead 20-18. Couple of score changes here. Competitive first quarter. Fast action. Hand off to Roland. 5-foot jumper, no good off the back iron. And Lott with the rebound, but hit as she comes back down by West. And that's going to be her second personal.
What I do like from the Lady Rebels, they're drawing a lot of fouls on the offensive end. Let's get some of these players out of here early or get them into foul trouble. I think that'll work really well because some of these players on the Blue Devils are really hot right now.
And that's one of the things this team does well, at least this season. They got to the free throw line 29 times on Wednesday night, being able to convert 82% of the time. And we see Jasmine Lott, who hit 8 of 8 against Washington State. Her first trip to the line here today. First one goes. And that's her 3rd point in this outing so far, about 8 minutes down in the first quarter. Seen a lot more of Jasmine Lott this season, hitting both those free throws, suffering from a season-ending injury at the end of 2 seasons ago. Was out all of last season. We're getting a great dose of her here. Tied at 20 apiece, 2 minutes to go, and 5 seconds here in the first quarter. Nelson on the right side, dribble handoff to Lee, guarded by Colvin, who's back in the game. Now handoff to Davarija, pump fake, kicks it out. Nelson, crossover, wants to give the ball up, does so. Odom driving, guarded by Elohim, shot no good. Rebound Roland, but is unable to grab the rebound, and it's tipped out of bounds, and it will stay DePaul ball.
Unfortunately, we couldn't secure the rebound, but that was one of the best defensive possessions I've seen so far this game.
Inside pass to Odom, wide open. Defensive breakdown down low. DePaul regains the lead, 22-20. 90 seconds remaining here in the first. Colvin driving left side, loses the ball again. Skip a pass ahead. Novick now to Nelson, and the made basket. Not the recipe for success that you want to see. That's her 3rd turnover.
again, on offense, we don't want to just run into the defenders. We got to have a plan if we're going that deep into the paint.
Excuse me, fourth turnover, and Colvin driving and is fouled by Lee, her first personal.
Foul number 11, Summer Lee, her first.
Coming into the game is Shelby Brown, and coming out is Destiny Brown. Got two Destinies, two people with the last name Brown. We'll make sure it's very clear who's in the game for you. And Colvin shooting her first 2 free throws of the game. And she makes her first points of the season with that free throw. Was scoreless in the first one as she went 0 for 5 from the field against Washington State and 0 for 2 from the line as well. Sinking both free throws and has 2 points here today.
Hey, if we're doing one thing right, we're going to the line, getting those easy points at the free throw line. It's free, so why not take them?
Wise man once told me, if it's free, it's for me. The Lady Rebels are 8 of 8 as a team from the line so far here through 9 minutes of play. 1 minute to go here in the first quarter. DePaul leads 24-22. Nelson off the screen from Odom to the left side. No good, just a little strong. Rebounded by Brown. Brown over to Colvin, bringing the ball up here. Looking for a 2-for-1 opportunity. Hand off to Lott, driving. Shot up, no good. Rebound by Lott. The putback is also in.
Way to stay with the ball. Way to follow your shot and then get the second chance point, get the basket.
Tied at 24, 26 seconds on the shot clock and 30 on the game clock, separated by 4. Brown tries to steal the ball, able to recover there. Nelson picks up the dribble, gives it to Mayo. Now Lee at the UNLV logo, looking to drain the clock here as much as possible. Now Odom on the right elbow, driving left side, guarded by Rowland, tipped, but no. They're going to say she hit her wrist, and it's a foul on Rowland, her first personal, and Odom will go to the line to shoot 2.
What I have to say on that, in that situation, if she's driving that deep to the basket, it's kind of good to put your hands up because if you swat down, the ref is going to have to call it. Let's try to keep our hands up next time and try to limit those fouls.
Odom going to line for the first time today. The graduate student from Lindenwood wants to continue her playing career here at DePaul. She makes the first, originally from Indianapolis, Indiana. Hoop Central.
Hoop Central.
In their game against Valparaiso, 6 points, 2 assists, and 3 rebounds in 16 minutes of play. And Odom makes 2 points here at the free throw line, so they lead by 2, 26-24. 8 seconds remain, and we're expecting a last-second shot here from the Lady Rebels.
Let's try to get a quality shot.
Jasmine Lott bringing the ball up, 4 seconds on the clock. Driving, gonna get a floater, no good. Rowland tries to get the rebound, but time expires. So the Blue Demons lead here on the road, 26-24, the end of the first. More action here from the Cox Pavilion. Welcome back here inside the Pavilion. You're listening to UNLV Ladies Rebels basketball on Rebel Sports Net. Wyatt, Touchet, and Marsalis Davis. Through 10 minutes of play, the DePaul Blue Demons lead on the road 26-24 over the UNLV Lady Rebels, and their leading scorer is Katie Novak. She is having a great game so far, 8 points in the first quarter. What are you seeing from the Blue Demons thus far?
They're playing really good defensively. Defensively, they're getting stops and turnovers, and that's allowing them to get fast break points. They're able to get inside the paint and finish offensively with the layups. We got to try to limit those during the second quarter.
Midway through the first, I had pointed out, we've seen a big disparity in the rebounding game, but the Lady Rebels were able to come back and get some rebounds back, and now stands 9-7 with the rebounding battle so far. Still in favor of DePaul, but the effort and being able to stay resilient through the pressure from DePaul has been pretty admirable. So now on the court for UNLV, Elohim, Brown, Lott, Alexander, and Roland. And for DePaul, Mayo, Lee, Nelson, Okori, and Tim. Mayo with the carry and the first turnover on the first possession for DePaul in the second quarter.
This is a great stop. Defense is able to get a turnover. Let's try to build off this energy and try to do something good offensively.
That's the fifth turnover of the game for the Blue Demons. 9:43 to go. Still 26-24 here in the second quarter. Lady Rebels are now on offense. Bringing the ball up is Jasmine Lott. Driving right side, kicks it out. Brown.
Charge.
And it's going to be a charge call on Lott. And a good defensive smart play there by Lee, giving up her body. And that's going to be Jasmine Lott's first personal and team first in the quarter.
Got to give credit to the Blue Devils. They saw the opportunity to take the charge, and they took it. Unfortunately, that was at the expense of Lott getting a foul, but that was a great, smart play by the Blue Devils.
Bringing the ball up for the Blue Demons is Lee, guarded by Lott. Now over to Novik, leading the game in scoring so far. Driving right side, guarded by Roland, off the glass, no good. Rebound, Brown.
Great job putting your hands up defensively, not getting that foul call.
Now Alexander on the left wing, looking down low to Roland, posting up. Gets it to her, one-on-one with Odom. Off the glass and in, Okire.
We need to see more from her from the one-on-one situations offensively. She got to stay aggressive.
Tied ball game, 26 apiece. Lee gets past Lott, jumper no good, just off the front. And Brown able to poke the ball out and get the ball for the Lady Rebels in transition. Alexander driving right side, guarded by two DePaul defenders, but it's going to be a charge again, this time on Alexander. And Tim slow to get up, taking that charge right to the chest.
Got to give credit to the Blue Devils. They're staying defensively sound. They're taking charges, they're switching, they're doing everything they got to do defensively. We just got to reciprocate what we're doing for the Lady Rebels.
Tied at 26, less than 9 minutes to go here in the second quarter. About a minute and a half of play so far. Nelson with the ball on the right wing, looking down low for Odom. Jab step, Novik driving, guarded by Alexander, off the glass, no good. Fighting for the rebound and gets it is Roland, going the other way in transition, 4-on-2 opportunity. Jumper from the left elbow, just short, rebounded by Nelson. Now Lee in transition on the left wing. 8 minutes and 5 seconds to go here in the first half. Novik off the screen from Nelson, swings it over to Lee on the left side. Lee takes the screen from Nelson, driving, stopped, and stolen the ball by Brown. Brown driving in traffic, loses it, but Roland able to recover it. Fortunate that she didn't lose the ball there. 7:40 to go. Lott for three, no good, off the backboard and rim. Rebounded there by Nelson. Now Novik in transition off the glass, no. Hits the front of the rim. Rebound Roland, fast-paced game here. Elohim off the left side. Now she drives off the glass and in.
You know, we're doing really good defensively, but we got to start converting our points offensively. We have it, you know, Mara just made a great shot, but we got to keep scoring and keep defending defensively.
UNLV gets the lead here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes down, 28-26. Lady Rebels lead. Down low, Odom, guarded by Roland. Turnaround jumper, no good at the right elbow.
Another great defensive possession. Let's try to get a score on this possession offensively.
Rolling with her 5th rebound of the game. She has 9 points. She drives left side, kicks the ball to Brown under the hoop, but it's tipped out of bounds by Odom. We have some substitutions coming into the game. Is Gina Davariha for Novick. Coming out for the Lady Rebels is Elohim and Roland. Destiny Leo and Destiny Brown coming in now. Playing a little bit of small ball on this possession here. Entry pass Lott. 17 on the shot clock. Driving left side, pulls it back, tries to shoot. Contact, no call. Great defense there by Davariha.
I didn't like that shot. The paint was getting clogged up. You can't go up on 3 people. Try to find the open woman.
Now the other side, Nelson steps through Alexander, ties this game up at 28. A great back and forth game, jab for jab. A very competitive one here in the second quarter here, Marsalis. Leo for 3, no good off the rim. Tipped around and Brown rebounds it, but she steps out of bounds on the baseline, and it's gonna be Blue Demons ball.
I feel like the pace is not matching us. We got to take our time, try to slow it down. This is like you said, it was a back and forth game. We got to try to make things happen, try to slow down the offense.
Seeing the pace of play drop just a little bit from the Blue Demons, do you think that's a sense of just fatigue setting in, or do you think they realize, all right, the Lady Rebels we're answering it late in the first quarter, let's dial it back a little bit so we don't get too tired later in this game?
I think it's the second time. I think they see we're turning the ball over, we're making so many mistakes. I think the Blue Devils are just trying to take their time and try to capitalize off of it.
Tim for 3, no good. 0 for 3 from beyond the arc. Last game she was 8 for 10 from the line. And Shelby Brown cooking down low with the inside hand off the left side.
Great take, bro. We need to see that more of that from her later on this game.
Davariha driving on Leo, kicks it to Odom on the baseline, and she sinks that 15-footer.
The Blue Devils are taking their time offensively, getting a good look, getting a good shot off that.
Good ball movement there. 6 assists as a team so far in this first half for the Blue Demons. Alexander driving right side, short, but is fouled by Lee. That's going to be her 2nd personal.
Again, like I was saying earlier, we're making too many mistakes offensively. The first quarter, we was able to get our points off the line. Let's try to go back to that. Let's try to take our time, get the easy free throws, and try to build off that.
Absolutely tied at 30 here. 5:03 remaining in the first half. Coming in for the Blue Demons is Novick for Nelson. So they'll have a bigger presence in the paint. Alexander 1 for 1 from the line so far today. Had an and one earlier. Her first free throw of this setup is no good.
We got to hit those free throws. They're free. Like I said, they're free. Why not take them? We got to hit those free throws, especially in the close game. It's tied up. We need to get those extra points.
Every little bit helps. And prior to that free throw, the team was 8 of 8 from the line. Alexander splits those. And so UNLV has a 1-point lead, 31-30, less than 5 minutes to go here.
Let's try to get a good defensive stop here.
Lee on the left wing, guarded by Elohim. Crossover, driving left side, off the glass, no good. Rebound, Destiny Brown kicks it forward to Alexander in transition and pulls this one back. Nope, she goes back, just blows by her, reversing in. What a move there by Aaliyah Alexander, her 8th points of the game.
Now we're doing what the Blue Devils was doing to us. Great defense turns into great offense, and that was just great offense by Aaliyah.
Score is now 33-30, the biggest lead for UNLV so far. Novick driving right side, makes it look easy. She has 10 points of the game.
Again, we got to pick somebody else. Somebody has to put her body on her and make sure we can test that shot and not allow her to get an easy layup.
Alexander for 3, no good. The Lady Rebels now shoot 0 for 5 from deep here today. And speaking of 3, Tim, no good. Rebound by Destiny Brown.
Let's try to get a good quality shot. The threes aren't hitting. Let's try to step in, maybe take a mid-range or take it to the paint.
One-score game. 33-32, 3:45 remaining here in the first half. Leo, one more pass. Elohim from the corner. No good. 0 for 6 for 3 for the Lady Rebels.
It was open, but now we got to try to hit those shots. Maybe take a step in, maybe, but it was open. I'm not mad at that shot.
This team has struggled this season so far. It's only been 2 games, but they've struggled from deep. Backdoor, Davariha now gets the lead again for DePaul. They lead 34-33. This UNLV team has struggled from deep from behind the arc. They were 18% from deep on Wednesday, and they are scoreless from the three-point line here. Foul call on Novick the second time trying to steal the pass for Roland. That's her third personal. Second personal, excuse me. And there's a timeout on the floor, so we're going to step aside. 3:06 remaining here in the first quarter. Tight ball game, 34-33. .306 remaining here in the first half. Wyatt Touchet and Marsalis Davis here for Rebel Sports Net. Lady Rebels trail 34-33. 8 lead changes here so far in the first half. 7 times that this game has been tied. A lot of back and forth action, jab for jab, we spoke on earlier.
Yeah, the Lady Rebels, they're playing too lazy defensively. We can't allow them to get easy, wide open layups. The Blue Devils have been able to just take control of the game, getting easy, wide open layups. We got to try to limit those defensively.
13 on the shot clock. Elohim looking down low for Brown. She's going to drive, kick out. Lot 7 on the shot clock. Jumper from below, and she is fouled by Davariha, and she's going to go line and shoot 2.
So many lead changes. Let's try to slow it down, try to get to the free throw line, try to get some of those easy free throws. They're free. Why not take them? Let's try to make them this time.
Shooting 2 shots.
Jasmine Lott shooting her 3rd and 4th free throws of the game. The first one is good. She now has 7 points here today. Tied ball game at 34, 2:50 remaining in the first half. Lott makes both, and the Lady Rebels have the lead once again, 35-34.
Now we just need a good defensive possession. We can't allow the lead to switch up. We got to have a good defensive possession.
Crossover, driving right side. Mayo, no good. Rebound, Brown. Now Destiny Leo for the Lady Rebels on the right wing. Skips it over to Destiny Brown. Down low to Roland, one-on-one. Off the glass and in.
Roland had a big game against Washington State. We're looking to see more from her in this close game against the Blue Devils.
Roland, 11 points and 5 rebounds here in the first half. She's going to be the lead here for the Lady Rebels this season. The jumper is good from Tim. And it's 37-36. UNLV leads with 2 minutes to go. Elohim guarded by Mayo. Pressure, kick out, Leo for three. Splash! Her first three of the season, and it comes from the left side.
We have it in three one time this game, and it comes from a girl that just hit her first three of the season. Let's try to stay on this energy, try to stay composed, and try to move forward from that shot.
Odom pump faking, looking like Carmelo Anthony a little bit. Fade away, no good. Destiny Brown with the rebound.
Great defensive possession. They could have fouled right there, but they stayed disciplined, kept their hands off, and they're able to have a good defensive possession.
Minute 20 to go. Elohim right side layup, no good. Rebound by DePaul. Ball was deflected, but recovered by the Blue Demons. Gabriela in transition, now gets it to Nelson. Crossover, back to Gina. No good, rebound Brown.
Another good defensive possession. Let's try to, take over, get a good shot offensively.
Less than 1 minute to go here in the half. UNLV leads 40-36. They have scored 16 in this quarter. Kick out, corner three is Lott, open, no good. Fighting for the rebound, tipped out of bounds by Odom, and will stay here for the Lady Rebels.
We're able to get a second chance. Let's try to get a good shot. We have a 4-point lead. Let's try to extend it before the halftime comes.
A good 2-for-1 opportunity here as the half approaches. UNLV leads 40-36. Entry pass to Roland, who has 11 points, 5 rebounds. Pump fake, takes the jumper, no good off the right side, and rebound by Odom. Now the Blue Demons looking to bring this lead down by 2 or 3. Lee at the top of the logo, near mid-court. Nelson back to Lee, guarded by Lott, 10 on the shot clock. Lee driving left side, no foul. Rebound, Shelby Brown. 12 seconds on the game clock, and they have some time, and they'll take the last second shot here. Driving, crossover, ball poked out. Lott recovers, kicks it out, rolling for three. Bounces in and out as time expires. UNLV outscored in the first quarter, but they start coming back in the second, and they lead 40-36. 30 minutes down, and we're at the halftime break. Don't go anywhere. More action on the other side here on Rebel Sports Net. 2 quarters down, 2 to go. The beginning of the second half here inside the Pavilion. UNLV hosts DePaul. They lead 40-36 here on the call. Wyatt, Touchet, and Marsalis Davis. Marsalis, a lot of stars in the building tonight, or today rather. One of them being head coach of the Running Rebels, Josh Pastor. He got his first win last night against Chattanooga, 101-69. Good to see him in the building. Seeing the Lady Rebels put on a great display, and it started with them getting to the free throw line and being able to convert at a high clip.
Yeah, so we saw the three-point line. When they were shooting threes at three-point line, that didn't go so well. So it's easy to drive into the paint, try to get some of those easy baskets at the free throw line. They got good success from that. They just keep doing it later on this half.
In the first 5 minutes of play, we saw a lot of pace from the DePaul Blue Demons in terms of being able to push the ball up, move the court around, and then also, too, on the defensive end, pressure them full court and get the Lady Rebels going and turning the ball over early and often. Then we saw the shift in the second half of that first quarter, and then the rest was history for the first 2 quarters of this game.
I think when the Lady Rebels take their time, try to get a good offensive shot, try to get the ball up court in the first place, because the Blue Devils press was getting them earlier in this game. I think once they take their time, try to get a good shot, try to get to the free throw line, they find good success doing that, and they should do more later in this half.
With 20 minutes down, what do you expect to see for the next 20 minutes for the Lady Rebels to get back and another win here today?
I think we should just stay poised, try to get a good shot. Try not to get sped up, because when we got sped up, we was getting a lot of turnovers. Try to stay poised, try to get a good shot, and try to do good defensively.
Lady Rebels will start with the ball in the second half on the court for UNLV. Colvin, Brown, Lott, Alexander, and Roland. And for DePaul West, Nelson, Ojo, Tim, and Novik. And now the beginning of the second half. Colvin bringing the ball up for the Lady Rebels. Colvin had 4 turnovers in the first half. Lott, right corner, no good. Put back attempt by Roland, also no good. Rebound there by Nelson. Novik at the top of the key, jab step, guarded by Lott, swings it over to West, guarded by Colvin, kicks it out. Novik swings through, passes it out. Tim for 3, splash!
We got to get back on time. We can't allow them to get out, escape, and shoot those threes outside. We need to give a good closeout, try to contest the shot as much as possible.
Tim, who was 8 of 10 for 3 in their opener against Valparaiso, hits her first 3 today. She is 1 of 5 from deep. And a foul there on the press by DePaul. We'll reset it here.
Let's try to get a good inbound. Let's try to, progress the offense.
We're seeing the full court pressure once again. They do commit a foul on their first attempt on the defensive press. And now inbounding it to Colvin. Colvin guarded by West, able to get across half court.
Let's set up the offense and let's try to get a good shot out of this.
UNLV leads 40-39, 17 on the shot clock. Colvin has not passed the ball up yet. Driving against West, left side, off the glass and in.
Colvin said, I'm gonna do my thing. He said, I'm going to do my own thing. Colvin, she found like the defender wasn't that good, and she went past her and got the bucket.
There was not a real designated play. No one was really moving off ball. Were you surprised by seeing that?
Yeah, I would think somebody would try to set a down screen, something to try to get the offense flowing, but Tegan took it upon herself to get the bucket and try to get the offense going.
And she's able to do so. UNLV leads 42-39. Minute 15 has passed here in the third quarter. Nelson on the right side. Now at the top of the key is West. 2 screens. Jumper at the free throw line, but it's fouled on the shot by Colvin. And the UNLV Scarlet and Gray marching band giving it to West, saying she airballed it. She didn't get touched.
I didn't really think she slapped it that much, but hey, the ref got to call the foul. He saw the foul and he called it. We got to stay better, stay poised on defense, and stay disciplined.
This is Elena West's first trip to the free throw line as she misses the first.
Hey, remember, they're free throws. Got to make them.
.8:34 remaining here in the third quarter, and both free throws are missed by West. Rebound by Odom.
We can't.
Excuse me, Oho, and she puts it in.
We can't allow those offensive rebounds, especially when in a free throw setting when you have them boxed out. We got to make sure we do a better job boxing out further on.
Colvin smothered by West on the defensive end. Almost loses the ball, keeps it. 17 on the shot clock, puts it up and is fouled by West. And Colvin returns the favor. She's going to go to the line and shoot two.
Blue Demons number 3, Elena West, her 3rd personal, team 2nd.
And that's West's 3rd personal.
Again, that's what we were doing good in the first half. Getting to the line, drawing those fouls, and getting the easy points at the free throw line.
Colvin at the line, shooting 2 shots.
West had missed her entire freshman season due to a lower leg injury in the preseason. So she redshirted. Now the redshirt freshman with her 3rd personal. Colvin at the line converts both. So now Colvin 3 of 3 from the line here. Behind the back, missed.
Oh.
And after the shot was rebounded by Brown, referee blows the whistle and calls a foul on Colvin.
I don't know if I saw a foul right there, but like I said, we need to keep our hands up and show the rest that there's not a foul. Try to show our hands and try to make sure it's a clean contest.
Score is currently 44-41. UNLV leads by 3. West at the line again and misses another free throw. That's 3 consecutive. And this is reminiscent of Nick Anderson in the 1990s finals, man. What was that, 94, 95?
95. It looks like they're slowing down. She missed another free throw.
And she missed 4 in a row.
Oh, lane
violation. This is literally like Nick Anderson, 4 straight in a row. We weren't even alive for that, but that takes one to know one.
She missed again.
In a row. Free throws missed by Elena West. And those will be some points they will look back at the end of the game and cringe. Lott misses the 15-footer. Rebound there by DePaul and Novick in transition. 44-41, 7:45 remains. West to Nelson. Inside against Rowland. Step through, off the glass and in.
That was great defense. He stayed solid, but again, that was better offense. Great finish.
Now Colvin bringing the ball up for the Lady Rebels again. Backdoor Lott on the left side and in.
Oh,
Beautiful
I love
off play.
I love that offense. I like how she saw the defender going to her and she gave the backdoor cut, and that led to an easy layup.
You want to get open, move. And she did so there. 7:05 remains. Oho backing down Rowland. Spin move off the glass and in.
Michelle Ojo.
Rowland in transition, one-on-one.
Block.
Fouled on the shot, and that's going to go against Tim. She's going to go line and shoot 2.
I love how Rowland's being aggressive. It's still a back-and-forth game so far in the 3rd quarter. It's good for your star players to be aggressive right now.
That's Tim's 1st personal. And Rowland will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. This will be her 4th and 5th attempted free throws of the game. She has 11 points and 6 rebounds so far through today's matchup. And she makes her 4th free throw there.
Again, they got a great success at the line. Let's try to draw those fouls. Let's try to get good free throw points, easy points at the line. They're free. Why not take them?
For the second shot, makes it 5 for 5 from the line, accounting for 15 of 16 as a team for 94% shooting from the free throw line here today. 6:40 to go. UNLV leads 48-45. West driving left side, no good. Guarded by Colvin. Rebound Brown, trying to draw some contact. And they call an offensive foul call on Shelby Brown. Nelson with great defensive display. And head coach Lindy LaRocque is beside herself with the referees right now.
Again, on that type of play, just try to drive the ball up. Don't try to draw the foul in that situation. Just try to get the ball up, progress the offense, and try to get a good shot out of it.
This defense from DePaul showed great aggressiveness and physicality. And Shelby Brown tried to dish it there, but they called her for it. Blow-by layup by Lee and puts it up and in. Now 1-point game, 48-47 between UNLV and DePaul. 6:15 to go. Colvin left side fouled and one. Last game she struggled to find the basket, and today she has put up 8 points so far through 2.5 quarters here.
I think Tegan sees the game is so close, and obviously she didn't perform last game. She's going to try to do more this game and try to get her team in the winning.
She even struggled early on in this game. She's only been in the game for about 9-10 minutes here. Had 4 turnovers early on in the first 5 minutes of play. And she is showing up here and putting up points on the scoreboard. 9 points on the day. 2-3 zone here from the Lady Rebels. Nelson, right elbow, down low to Ojo. Off the glass, no good. Rebound rolling. And Brown is shaken up on the baseline. Looks like Brown got hit in the mouth, able to walk herself up to the backcourt, or front court, excuse me. And the referees will take a medical timeout for Brown to get off the court, and Destiny Brown will come into the game for Shelby Brown. Hope she's okay.
Yeah, she did take a big hit right there. Hopefully she can get back into this game because we do need her in this game.
Shelby Brown being a force on the glass with 8 rebounds so far. About midway through the third quarter here, 51-47 UNLV with Roland on the inbound. Entry pass to Destiny Brown, who just subbed in for the injured Shelby Brown, who got smacked in the face. Roland missed free throw or missed layup on the right block.
Let's try to limit some of those passes in the paint defensively for the Lady Rebels.
Tim trying to drive, loses the ball. Unfortunately, tipped out of bounds by Alexander.
Let's find a man. Let's find a man. Let's try to see if we can get a good defensive possession right here.
And on the box inbound, Lee looking for the entry pass, finds Ojo, guarded by Alexander, and fell out of Michelle's hand, and that's UNLV ball.
Great defensive possession. I like how everybody found a body, found a man, and they was able to execute defensively.
51-47, DePaul trails by 4. West comes in for Lee. On the court for UNLV, Colvin, Brown, Lott, Alexander, and Roland. And for DePaul, West, Nelson, Ojo, Tim, and Novick. Inbound pass, successful to Lott, bringing the ball up here for the Lady Rebels. She drives left side, trying to blow past Tim, spins around, jumper no good, rebound by Novick. 5:15 to go here in the third quarter. Cutting is Nelson from behind, and one! Fouled by Destiny Brown. Nelson absorbs the contact and able to put up a tough shot.
We got to point out Nova's ball handling skills because she was doing a little bit of dribble moves when she got to the court. Gave it to Nelson. Nelson with the tough finish. That was just a great play by the Blue Devils.
Now the opportunity to convert an and one here. This is Nelson's first trip to the line today. She has been 6 of 8 from the field, scoring 12 points so far. Couple substitutions here. Now on the court for UNLV is Colvin, Elohim, Brown, Alexander, and Roland. Nelson converts the and one. It's now a 1-point game.
Let's try to set up the offense, try to get the ball up the court, and try to look for a good shot.
On the court for the Blue Demons, Mayo, West, Nelson, Tim, and Odom. Colvin bringing the ball up. Head coach Lindy LaRocque trying to orchestrate this offense here. Brown sets the screen for Colvin. Passes it to Brown. Now rolling on the left wing with 10 seconds on the shot clock. Alexander looking to work here with 7 on the shot clock. Fouled as she goes. She extends her left arm, and it's an offensive foul. And it's going the other way.
That was just a bad foul. You can't extend your arm. Just try to, if you're going to use contact, try to go body to body instead of extending your arms. The ref has to call it.
The one against Shelby Brown might have been one you could argue that one was pretty blatant there. 51-50, 4:48 remaining here in the third quarter. You're listening to Rebel Sports Net. Welcome back here inside the Pavilion. Wyatt, Touchet, and Marsalis Davis. 4:48 to go here in the third quarter. UNLV leads by 1, 51-50. And so far through this third quarter, DePaul has outscored UNLV 14-11. So they've made some good at halftime adjustments, and it's pretty obvious here.
Yeah. Offensively, they keep getting inside in the paint, good looks, and we got to try to limit that for the Lady Rebels. Try to not allow those passes inside so easily, and they're finishing around the rim. We can't allow that as well.
Lady Rebels, as a team, have 5 fouls in this quarter with 4:40 to go. So far through the season, that seems a bit uncharacteristic. Shelby Brown back in the game after taking that nasty hit to the face, so good to see her back. The floater from Tim is good, and so the Blue Demons have the lead finally, 52-51.
Another in the paint shot. We got to try to limit those, try to put a body, try to get a good contest on those type of shots.
That is the 10th lead change of the game right there from Tim off the floater. Block shot by Mayo as Alexander attempts to take the layup, and that goes out of bounds and remains UNLV ball.
Again, UNLV gets another second chance here. Let's try to get a good quality look, try to get a good shot off this.
A lot of substitutions here for the Blue Demons. So on the court for UNLV, Colvin, Elohim, Brown, Alexander, and Roland. Alexander, jumper, no good, blocked by Nelson. Able to retreat and maintain possession on the court for the Blue Demons. Deflected pass by Colvin, out of bounds, and will remain DePaul ball. So on the court for the Blue Demons, Devarija, West, Nelson, Ojo, and Novik.
Again, that was a good defensive possession. Let's try to keep going. Keep that energy up.
Inbounded pass stolen by Brown, intended for Nelson. Alexander in transition, spinning, contact, no foul. Rebounded there by West. Across the court pass, Devarija above the arc. Now skip pass over to Novik. Back to Devarija. Now on the wing is Nelson, guarded by Alexander. Switched over to West now. Novik guarded by Colvin. Driving left side, spinning. Big mismatch, no good. Rebound Roland.
That was a great defensive possession. It was a mismatch on Colvin, but we were able to make it happen.
52-51, 3:19 to go. Ball tipped out of bounds. And UNLV will retain offensive possession. Destiny Leo coming into the game. And Tegan Colvin coming out.
Again, let's try to get a good offensive possession. It is a back and forth game. We got to try to make things happen because it is a close game. Let's try to expand this lead.
3:19 to go here in the third quarter. Rolling the inbound pass to Brown. Now Elohim at the top of the key. Looking, finds Leo above the arc, driving. Step back at the top of the key. It's good. And the Rebels have the lead once again.
Another lead change. We got to try to get this stop offensively so we can go on the offensive.
Lady Rebels now have the lead with 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. 53-52. West backing down Leo, and a foul called. Waiting to see who it's on. And it's going to be on Destiny Leo for a blocking. Head coach Lindy LaRock disagrees otherwise.
You know, we're giving up too many fouls this quarter. We're allowing the Blue Devils to get a lot of free throw opportunities. Even though they missed a lot of free throws, they may start making them now. We got to try to limit those fouls.
And that's Leo's second personal. And DePaul is in the bonus. West, who's missed 5 straight, finally breaks that curse and makes that one. West now again misses that one and splits the trip to the line. Alexander, who rebounds it, kicks it out. Leo in the corner, splash, rings it in and regains the lead after a tied score. UNLV leads 56-53, 2:35 remaining in the third. Leo now has 10 on the game, blocked by Roland. Taking it up herself, gets it to Leo, the hot hand, no good. Rebound Roland from behind, fouled by Nelson. And Roland will go to the line to shoot 2. making plays happen on both ends of the court.
It feels like the Lady Rebels are getting a surge of energy. They're able to make big plays, meddle with the block. Everybody was on one side of the floor, and we saw an open corner shot from 3. The Lady Rebels are getting the energy. Let's build on that now.
And some substitutions on the court. Coming out is Davariha and Odom. And at the line for the Lady Rebels is Roland. She's 5 for 5 from the line so far. And misses that one, now 5 for 6.
Come on.
Lead is still 56-53.
Come on, it's a free throw opportunity. It's free. You got to take it, especially in the situation in this close game.
And Roland splits that trip to the line. 6 of 7. She has 14 points and 10 rebounds. She has a double-double on the day. Roland with another rebound, her 11th one. And now the outlet pass to Alexander, bringing the ball up here. UNLV up 57-53. Brown down low on the block with contact, makes it go. Now the Lady Rebels lead by 6 with less than 2 minutes to go here in the third. Pressure's being applied by the 4-time consecutive regular season Mountain West champions. Shot down low, no good. Tim guarded there by Leo. Rolling with her 12th rebound, going coast to coast. Now brings it back out, handoff to Alexander. 90 seconds to go. Alexander off the left side, fouled by Novick. That's her 3rd personal.
I think the energy is on our side for the Lady Rebels. And what I said earlier, they're good. They're doing a great job contesting those in the paint shots, not allowing the Blue Devils to get an easy shot off the paint.
UNLV's been on a 6-0 run over the last 75 seconds. And Alexander's at the line shooting 2 shots. Alexander with 8 points on the day so far. Make that 9 after that made free throw. She also has 3 assists and 1 rebound in 23 minutes of play. Almost dead silent here inside the pavilion as she makes both and is scoring now in double digits. Rebels lead by the biggest margin of the game, 61-53. Nelson off the handoff from Ojo. 5-foot jumper, no good, too strong. Rebound Brown.
Again, we're starting to expand this lead. Great defensive possessions. Let's try to score offensively now.
Elohim looking down low, gets it to Brown, trying to drive left side. Almost stolen there by Novick. Now Alexander looking to cook. Minutes to go here in the third quarter. Alexander fouled on the jumper and buries it in the face of Ojo, looking to convert the N1. And the Rebels, the Lady Rebels, have a 10-point lead.
The Lady Rebels are looking good defensively and offensively. Offensively, it looks like they're getting good shots, and we just got that N1. Try to get the 3-point conversion on this one to extend this lead.
10-0 run in the last 2 minutes here of the quarter, and not a more timely run than now. Alexander, who was just at the free throw line moments ago, is back here looking to convert the N1. Off the back iron, no good. She is 4 of 6 from the line today. West now in transition, guarded by Elohim. 50 on the play clock. Hand in the passing lane. Brown unable to get it to Alexander before stepping out of bounds. Even though DePaul ball.
Even though she couldn't secure it. We're still have the energy on the defensive end.
47 seconds here on the game clock. 21 on the shot clock. A good opportunity for a 2-for-1 here for the Blue Demons. Shot by Tim, fouled, hit by Leo. And Leo is surprised that they call that on her. She's saying that Tim swung her arm over to get hit by Leo. But regardless, Tim will go to the line to shoot 2.
Again, I think we're a little riled up right now, so we don't really know what's going on. Let's try to stay poised on defense. Try not to foul so much so the Blue Devils can get those easy points at the free throw line.
I mean, think about it. Tim just had a career high on Tuesday night on their home opener with 28 points, and she has been held to 9 here awaiting these 2 free throws. And she misses her first free throw of the game. She's looking to at least split here with 46 seconds remaining in the third quarter. And she does so, splitting that. Now a 9-point lead for the Lady Rebels. 2-for-1 opportunity here. They're able to go quick enough, but they will not. Head coach Lindy LaRock's wanting her to hold the ball as much as possible here on this possession. Elohim guarded by Lee near the logo on the left side. Dribbling back and forth. Three-pointer. No good. Too strong off the back iron. And rebound by Tim. They're fighting for the rebound, her and Odom. And Odom gives it up to Tim.
Looking for the last shot. Let's get a good defensive possession by the Lady Rebels right here.
12 on the game clock here, guarded by Elohim. Hand off to Novik. The switch, Elohim guarding Novik off the screen from Odom, and it's an offensive foul. And head coach Pizzotti is irate. They're going to call it a trip against DePaul. That's going to be against Justice Odom.
That is her first personal.
Her first personal. Now going the other way. The Lady Rebels have about 4.8 seconds to go in the quarter to try to get a last-second shot. Shelby Brown with the inbound. Looking for an open man. Rolling with 4 seconds. Head coach Lindy LaRock telling her to hurry. Deep shot. Everyone held their breath. Looks like it was going in, but slightly missed. And Lindy LaRock going over to Roland saying, what happened?
Yeah, that with that much time on the clock, there's so much you could do. It was a great shot, but it didn't go in.
The last second heave is no good, but the Lady Rebels lead by 9, 63-54. 30 minutes down, 10 to go. We're going into the fourth quarter. Don't go anywhere. More action here on the other side on Rebel Sports Net.
30 seconds to make this.
The beginning of the fourth quarter here inside the Pavilion. The Lady Rebels lead 63-54. It's been a competitive game here, Marsalis. An exciting one at that. But for DePaul, the last 4.5 minutes of the third quarter, unable to get a field goal to sink through, has been a huge detriment, and that's a huge reason why they're down by 9 going into this fourth quarter.
Yeah, I think the Lady Rebels are doing good. They're making sure that they could test the in-the-paint shots right here, but it didn't go so well. They're contesting in-the-paint shots, and they're able to stay in the passing lanes, too.
Nelson with the turnaway J, able to sink that one. Now bring the lead down to 7. Alexander returns the favor in her face and answers right back.
Alexander, one of the leading scorers from last game, trying to get into this game, try to extend the lead so far in this game.
Heading into the fourth quarter, 4 Lady Rebels in double-digit scoring. And for the Blue Demons, they have 3. 65-56, 9:20 to go here in the fourth. Novick off the left side, guarded by Roland, attacking, no good. Hit out of bounds. And they're going to say that's out on Ojo, so UNLV gets the ball.
It seems like the Blue Devils are trying to get some steam. They're trying to do something good offensively. UNLV just have to stay defensively sound and try not to foul.
On the court for UNLV is Shelby Brown, Destiny Leo, Lott, Alexander, and Roland. And for DePaul, Lee, Nelson, Ojo, Tim, and Novick. Missed layup there by Brown, and she goes to fight for the rebound. A jump ball here, and possession arrow favors UNLV.
UNLV basketball.
Great effort there by Brown, missing the layup, but going back after the ball and saying, no, that's mine, and it's UNLV ball. Destiny Leo tries to find Brown, stolen there by Novick. No one near her. She's able to lay that up and in transition. $65-58 crossover here. Lott driving, floater, hit as she shoots. Fortunately, Brown was down low to get the ball and put it back up and in. No foul call there. Kind of surprised.
Yeah, I thought it was a foul in the first shot, but luckily we still got somebody in the paint able to get that second chance points and able to finish with the layup.
Driving is Tim, guarded by Leo. Passes it out to Nelson on the right elbow. Backs it back out, looking down low for Ojo. Now Novick at the top of the key, guarded by Alexander. Cannot get anywhere. Handoff, intercepted and broken up by Leo, one-on-one. And transition, misses the layup, and a late foul call against Ojo. That's going to be her 4th personal.
Again, great defense by Leo. Her on-ball and off-ball defense. When she was off the ball, she was able to find the ball, get the steal, go in transition, and get the foul call.
So she's going to have to come out the game, and Lee will come out also. West and Odom will come into the game. UNLV currently leads by 9 with 8:08 remaining here in the fourth. This is Leo's first trip to the free throw line, and she misses the first. .808 remaining here in the fourth quarter, and Leo splits the 2 free throw attempts there. So now a 10-point lead for UNLV after Leo goes 1-2 from the line. Ball moving around here for DePaul. West pulls it back on the right elbow, down low. Nelson, turnaround jumper, no good. Good defense by Brown, and she gets the rebound.
Another great defensive possession. I like how they said defensively sound, putting their hands up, showing it to the ref, making sure there's no foul call.
Alexander, dead dribble, finds Leo above the arc. Now at the top of the key.
Let's set up the offense, try to get a good shot here.
Leo off the screen from Roland, 3-pointer, no good with 5 on the shot clock. Rebound by Novick in transition. Tim for 3, deep one, and buries it.
Again, we got to say defensively sound. We can't let them, especially on the three-point line, we can't let them get hot. We're only up by 7 points. Let's try to stay defensively sound.
That is Tim's second 3 of the game. She is 2 for 6 from deep. Lott now to Roland with 15 on the shot clock. Alexander driving, baseline jumper, no good. Rebound there by Nelson. DePaul in transition. West guarded by Leo. Now contested by Roland and puts it down.
Yeah, it seems like the Blue Devils are trying to get into a little groove. We got to stop the energy from the Blue Devils or they might come back.
And it's a closer game now, 5-point differential. UNLV leads 68-63. Turnaround, left hook, good by Roland, and she's hobbling. She might have rolled her ankle there or earlier in this quarter, but a quick timeout. UNLV leads 70-63, 6:23 to go here in the game. Welcome back here inside the Pavilion. Wyatt, Touchet, Marsalis, Davis here. Marsalis, UNLV leads 70-63. 6:23 remains in this ball game. It's going to be a tight one down the stretch.
Yeah, look, the Blue Devils are starting to get good offensively. It's on the Lady Rebels to try to limit what they're doing offensively and try to stop those plays.
5 Lady Rebels in double-digit scoring. Destiny Leo, Jasmine Lott, Aaliyah Alexander, Meadow Rowland. 4. Misread that one. So now 6:15 to go here. Driving left side. Nelson looking, kicks it out. Novik pump fake, driving by Elohim. Now West for 3. Splash! It is now a 4-point game.
Again, that was another defensive breakdown. We can't allow those big shots, especially in the game. We're only down up 4 points. We can't allow those threes going moving forward.
Less than 6 minutes to go, and it's a 4-point game. UNLV leads 70-66. Brown drives and extends it back to 6.
That's a great bucket. We need that. The Blue Devils are trying to close the lead.
Tim on the wing, gets it to Novik, driving left side, throws it away, no one there. Shelby Brown's gonna get the ball and walks that layup in.
In that situation, you gotta take what the offense gives you. If they allow to throw it backcourt, nobody goes get it, you gotta get it, score the layup.
Costly turnover there for this DePaul offense. They now trail by 8, 5:15 to go. West spinning, finding some space, shoots, misses, rebound Roland.
Great defense by the Lady Rebels.
Roland trying to drive, pulls it back, hand off to Colvin. 5 minutes to go here in the fourth. Score 74-66. And an on-ball foul by West. That's going to be her 4th personal.
Foul number 3, Elena West. That is her 4th personal foul.
And it'll be interesting to see what happens on the other side. Don't go anywhere. 74-66 here in the 4th quarter. Fresh off that fast break opportunity, 5 Lady Rebels are now in double-digit scoring. Shelby Brown with 10, Jasmine Lott with 10, Middle Roland with 16, Destiny Leo with 11, and Aaliyah Alexander with 14 as the Lady Rebels lead by 8.
Yeah, you know, everybody's trying to get their fair share of scoring. Let's see more of that while we're still in this game and it's still close. We got to try to extend that lead. We need to see more from them.
4:57 remains, and fresh out the timeout. On the court for UNLV is Elohim, Brown, Lott, Alexander, and Roland, and that is Shelby Brown. Elohim driving right side, spinning Jay, no good, in and out. Rebounded there by Novik. On the court for DePaul, Lee, Nelson, Oho, Tim, and Novik, who has the ball, who now swings it to Lee. 4:40 to go here in the 4th quarter. Tim over to Novik on the right side. Screen by Oho, deep for 3, off the back iron, and it falls through straight up and straight back down.
That was just a crazy shot, man. It literally went up in the air, went right back in. You know, we know the Blue Devils can score threes. We need to try to limit that.
Now the score is within 5 Alexander left side extends it back to 7, 76-69. .405 here in the fourth quarter. Tim on the left side gets it over to Novick near the corner. Going down low for Nelson and is grabbed by Brown. That's going to be foul on Shelby Brown, her third personal.
Again, let's set up the defense. If you're the Lady Rebels, you're going to want to try to set up the defense, try to get a good stop defensively, and try to close this game.
76-69 with 4 minutes exactly remaining in this ball game. Novick to Lee at the top of the key. Nelson left side on the elbow to Novick. Handoff now back to Novick from Oho, driving right side, blocked by Rowland, and gets it out to Aaliyah Alexander in transition. Elohim left corner, driving, pulls it back out. Now Alexander has the ball on the left side. A little in and out, looking to get the ball, and gets picked. Her pocket has been picked. Nelson the other way, gonna lay it up, and it goes in.
We got to take care of the ball offensively. We can't allow those easy layups to happen. We have to take care of the ball offensively.
And it's now a 5-score game with 3:15 to go. The clock continues to tick. Quick full court pressure here and a foul by Novick. That's her fourth personal. And head coach Jill Pizzotti is confused why she would foul her in that situation, as she has one foul remaining.
Yeah, you want to try to limit that. If you're on that team, you want to try to limit the way. Just have her keep her hands up. Try not to foul.
The inbound pass for Brown, tipped out of bounds by Novick. She has 15 points and 5 rebounds on the day, including 5 assists. I'd say she's having a pretty good day at the office so far, excluding the fouls here. Elena West coming in for Novick.
On for the Blue Demons, Elena West.
She also has 4 personal fouls. And head coach Pizzotti is going to be talking to Novick as she goes to the bench to rest for what I would assume a short period of time here with 3:06 remaining in the fourth quarter. Score 76-71. Alexander has the ball at the logo, guarded by West. Alexander with 16 points today, 6 of 13, 4 of 6 from the line. And a foul on Tim. That's going to be her second personal, trying to get the pass to Lott, guarding her there. And that's the 4th team foul for DePaul.
Lady Rebels are doing really good offensively, trying to draw those fouls on the Blue Devils. Seeing they're in foul trouble, they need to keep doing that, try to get some of these players out of here.
Elohim, the entry pass to Lott. Lott pump fakes, driving after the jab step, right side and in, extending the lead now to 7. 78-71, 2:40 remains. UNLV in commanding lead, and a timeout by the Blue Demons. 2:37 remain. More action on the other side here on Rebel Sports Net. Thanks for sticking with us here on Rebel Sports Net. You're listening to UNLV basketball. The Lady Rebs lead 78-71. A quick timeout taken there by DePaul. Now on the offensive side, 2:37 remains. Both teams with 3 timeouts. DePaul has 4 team fouls to UNLV's 1. Here on the call, Wyatt, Touchet, Marsalis, Davis. On the court for the Blue Demons West, Nelson, Oho, Tim, and Novick. Driving, Oho, right side, foul by Rowland. That's going to be her second personal.
You know, it was a solid defensive possession. She tried to keep her hands up. Unfortunately, the Blue Devils know how to take that contact and make it draw the foul, and now she's going to shoot her free throws.
And this will be Oho's first trip to the line. The Blue Demons have shot 7 of 13, only 53.8%. As you've been saying all game, those are free points that are for the taking, and they have hit just over 50%. Oh, her first attempt swishes that one. Now makes it a 6-point game. On the court for UNLV is Elohim, Brown, Lott, Alexander, and Roland. No substitutions here on this trip to the free throw line.
The game is getting a little bit closer. I doubt the Blue Demons are going to miss any free throws now in this time.
Both free throws are good. 2 for 2 from the line is Ojo. Alexander gets the inbound pass into Lott, and the double team comes. She crosses over, gets into the front court, almost loses the ball on the dribble, but successfully holds on to it. Driving right side, one-on-one, tipped by Nelson. Ball's tipped out of bounds. And which direction is it going? The referees are conferring, and it'll be DePaul ball.
We didn't have a good offensive possession right there. Let's try to get back on defense. It's still a close game. We still can't allow the Blue Demons to score.
78-73, 5-point score differential. 2:05 remains in this ball game. Ojo, pump fakes, driving left side on Roland. Contact, no foul. Rebound, Alexander. Head coach Lindy LaRocque is saying to slow it down. We need to burn some clock here.
I agree. We need a good quality shot. 1 minute and 50 left. Let's try to get a good shot, and let's try to extend this lead.
Alexander with 12 on the shot clock. Minute 35 here remains. Driving right side, guarded by Tim. Blocked, gets her own rebound, goes up with contact, and makes it. Less than a minute and a half to go here. West quickly to Novick for 3. In and out and in. And it's now a 4-point game and a quick timeout by Coach Pizzotti. We're not going to go anywhere. Minute 17 here, 4-point game. Anything can happen.
Yeah, that's like the second time where the shot went in and out. Kind of makes you think you're going to miss the shot, but it goes in. We got to get a good offensive possession right here. It starts here because it's a 4-point game. You don't want to give up because the Blue Demons are looking to score.
Novick has hit a perfect 2 for 2 beyond the arc. If you're head coach Jill Pizzotti, what's the message in that huddle right now? You're down 4. A minute 17 remains in this game, and you're starting to come back onto the court on the defensive side.
You know, the Blue Demons have great energy, so bring that energy defensively. Try to get a good stop. They're on offensively. It starts on defense.
Taking a look ahead of the schedule here for the Lady Rebels is number 16 Baylor on the 14th. That's the one that's going to be circled on the calendar here. And the Lady Rebels come out onto the field. A good test here today. They lead by 4. 80-76, a minute 17 remains. It looks like an offensive play for football. Able to inbound it to Jasmine Lott in the backcourt, guarded by Novick. Driving left side, turns the ball over, poked up by Novick. Recovered by Tim, one-on-one against Brown. Under the hoop, no good, smokes the layup, rebounded West. Tim, wide open for 3 in the corner, no good. Rebound Nelson, another second chance opportunity. West to Tim again, no. Ball tipped around, another offensive rebound. Novick spinning and converts. It's a 2-point game with 49 seconds to go.
We cannot allow that. The Lady Rebels cannot allow that. It's too many offensive rebounds, too many chances to score. Now it's a 2-point game.
The balance Novick had looked like she was surfboarding out there. 80-78, 35 seconds to go, and the Lady Rebels have possession. The possession arrow does favor DePaul in case a jump ball opportunity presents itself. Brown trying to cook, kick out, Elohim for 3, buries it! Elohim from the corner, a big time shot, and that might have been the dagger.
Great shot, great opportunity. They found the open woman, shot the 3, made it. We just need a good defensive possession. We're up 5 points. Let's try to keep this lead going.
Elohim is 1 for 3 for the day. That's her first 3-pointer made in the corner in the most timely situation possible. 21.4 seconds on the clock, and they lead by 5.
Talk about a clutch moment. They haven't been hitting so many threes this game, but they hit it when it counts.
Elohim has 5 points on the day with 2 assists. She is 2 of 6 from the field. And when the lights get bright, she is shining brighter. Getting chills up here in the broadcast booth. Here in the pavilion, both teams 1-0. Someone's O has to go. The DePaul Blue Demons are on the road for the first time of the season, and they are fighting and trying to claw their way back in as they trail by 5.
Yeah, Elohim saw that they were only up 2 points. We needed a good shot. She knocked it down, and it's on the Blue Devils to try to make something happen this next play.
And what set that up was the drive by Brown and the wherewithal to kick it out to the open player, and she delivers. So now in this timeout, you have 1 remaining if you're DePaul. What's the conversation being had in the huddle?
Well, the Blue Demons, after that shot, we want to try to get a good shot. We're not going to get it in one play, but try to find a good shot. If we see you open two, you got to take it.
And if you're head coach Lindy LaRock, what are you telling the Scarlet and Gray here as you're up by 5?
Well, Mariah just hit a big shot. We want to stay defensively sound, try not to foul, try to get a good defensive possession, and try to get back on offense.
On the court for the Lady Rebels, Aaliyah Alexander, Shelby Brown, Meadow Rowland, Jasmine Lott, and Mariah Elohim. Here we go, 21.4 seconds remain. Novik, the inbound. Tim, guarded by Lott. Down low to Oho. Guarded by Rowland. No foul. Contact. Blocked by Rowland. Rebounded. Head coach Pizzotti is asking for the foul. She's not going to get it. And UNLV fouled on the play.
I know Rowland has 16 points, but we got to talk about what she's doing defensively. So all those blocks, all those defensive rebounds, she's impacting the game on all levels.
Meadow Rowland with 5 blocks on the day. She has a double-double, 16 points, 15 rebounds, 5 blocks, and 2 assists. A monster game from the leader on this team.
That was a great defensive possession. She was able to stay defensively sound, able to get the block, secure the possession, and now they have the ball with 13 seconds left.
And when it matters most, defense wins championships, and no other team knows that better than the UNLV Lady Rebels. 13.6 seconds remaining. At the line is Meadow Rowland. They lead by 5. She's been to the line 7 times today and has converted 6 free throws. Here come 2 more. She makes the first. Score is now 84-78. And you do not want to foul when you get onto the defensive end for UNLV.
We cannot give them a chance to score, the Blue Devils to score.
She converts both. And the Lady Rebels lead 85-78. Another timeout by DePaul, and it's their final one of the game.
We're up now, but the Blue Demons, they have to get a good offensive possession right here. If they can't score this play, it might be game over for them.
Let's take a look at some of the top performers, all of them in double-digit scoring. 5 of them. Shelby Brown with 10 points, 10 rebounds. She gets her first double-double as a Scarlet and Gray player. Jasmine Lott, 12 points and 2 rebounds. Aaliyah Alexander, 18 points and 3 rebounds and 3 assists. And Meadow Rowland, the player of the game, 18 points, 15 rebounds, and 5 blocks.
It's been a close game all game, and we just know some of the players are going to have to show out and try to make a play defensively or offensively, and that's what they're doing now in this game.
I mean, what's impressive, too, is I even mentioned Shelby Brown has 5 steals in this game. No. When you take a look at this defensive stand that the Lady Rebels have made, they have caused the DePaul Blue Demons to turn the ball over 12 times, and that may not be as much as what happened in the game previously, but they were timely stops and timely turnovers that were able to come up big here. They lead by 7. Inbound to Tim. Double team, 3-pointer, no good, air ball. Are they saying it's tipped out of bounds? Referees conferring, they say it was tipped. And so DePaul will still have possession with 9.5 seconds to go.
3, 2, 1, go!
West with the inbound. Finding the entry pass Davaria, deep three, no good, off the right side. It dribbles out of bounds, 5.2 seconds remain. And the Lady Rebels will try to drain the clock here by holding the ball in the backcourt.
Again, great defense by the Lady Rebels, staying defensively sound, trying not to foul, and it looks like this might be game over.
Inbound pass to Lott, and she will dribble this one out. The Lady Rebels remain undefeated at 2-0. A big win here for head coach Lindy Loach, the 3-time Mountain West Coach of the Year.
Great game by the Lady Rebels. It was a close game all game, and some of the players sold out offensively and defensively that gave them the win today.
And with that, special thank you to our program director, Kevin E. Martin, for letting this show get on the air here today. And from everyone here from Rebel Sports Net, Wyatt, Touchet, Marsalis, Davis, thank you so much for tuning in. Have a good one. See you later, folks. UNLV wins 85-78.